I think we're all connected in some soul level.
A lot of days where I wonder.
The question why, it was bugging me.
I think as the world becomes smaller, the tolerance of different religions and faiths becomes greater.
Doesn't matter how religion or faith you're in. To me, most of them, tells us to be good to other people. Be good to your neighbors. Help the people who has needs. Basically, all the faiths tells you, not the physical, but the emotional richness in your heart. I mean, you can have all that money and everything, but if you don't share that money with others, how you are gonna fill yourself in your heart? You can fill your stomach, but if you cannot fill your heart, it's gonna go nowhere. It starts to me, just be honest, the God sees everything. No matter what you do, the God is everywhere, or the supernatural, whatever you want to call. It sees everything, right? So why you want to lie? Just be honest and treat people the way you want to be treated. Be fair. Doesn't matter by other people or by God. And be just. Because justice brings everything to open. If you are being honest, if you are being fair, and if you are being just, which means everything is on the table. I never fallen short, but I had some questions that I couldn't get answered back then. Always that thing is the question why. It was bugging me. But I learned that question, the why question, not to bug me anymore. Like, if you keep digging and digging, as a human, the way that God created us, I guess, we are gonna have that question always in our mind. Even if we find the answer, we are gonna question that answer with the why too. With another why, another why, another why, another why. It is in my mind right there. Why, what if? If God knew what was gonna happen, why we are going through it anyway? I went down the bottom. The only thing, that I could do is hang on to it. The only thing I had left was, my faith, my beliefs. That's what kept me going. I keep praying, saying that I seek refuge in you, God. Help me go through this. You are the only one who can help me. And it gives me, encouragement and everything. Yeah, every time. You just know it. Once you go through it, you know it. Because when you're afraid, you have nobody with you who can help you. Nobody. And then I came out of it. I was being patient. My faith tells me to be patient. So I followed that. Everything has a reason to be. And good things came out after that. Even if you think that situation is bad, because you think it is bad, but the result of it came out good, much, much better. So you're always thankful, Whatever happens, for a reason, comes from God. Even if you think end of it is bad, maybe after that the whole situation, because that thing you think was bad, because of that thing came out really, really good things. Some people call that karma, maybe. But I got the answer though. Yeah, I did get the answer. In my mind, I have a peace. Few occasions, all my life came through in front of my eye, and everything, whatever I have done last 20, 30 years, in the blink of eye, you go through everything. Like 2 or 3 times, everything came in front of you. It doesn't have to be the bad situation or something. It's just the awakening or something. You start thinking about the things you never thought before. So it is something that is the miracle of the God. Because you never thought those things before. And then He showed you the way. He showed you right there. How can you think your 30 years, rest of 30 years of your life going through in your eye, in the blink of the eye? How can you see those things? Even the movie, in 2-3 seconds, you cannot show that much. Even if you go fast forward, you cannot go that much. So there is somebody who's doing it. Fear. My personal, I have a fear that if I fail, that I'm gonna get punished. That's what my biggest fear. If I don't pass the test in this life, it's gonna affect my life after here. So if I don't pass the test, I have no other choice. If you look at it in this life, so many tests we go through, you get another chance, another chance, another chance. But if you look at the whole thing, after this test, you have no other test. And I was watching another movie another time, and the guy was living like 200-300 years. It's like, it would be odd to live that long and everybody is passing by, dying. It tells you something, that you cannot hold on to everything in this life. So the people who live longer, I think they can see the light of the tunnel, end of the tunnel, quicker than others. They have more, knowledge of that thing, but still they don't get their lesson. So when you live the life longer than others, you get more wisdom. Yeah, you get more wisdom, but some people think they are gonna live forever. They are never gonna die, but everybody's gonna die. Everything is dying. Even the trees, animals, everything is dying. So what is the purpose of this life? If everything is dying, it tells me that, everything is dying, like the seasons. Look at the winter, and after winter, we get spring. And during the winter, everything dies. All the trees and everything naked, nothing is in the nature. But in the spring, everything comes back to life. All the flowers comes back to life. And summer and fall, you see everything is dying again. In front of us, every year, same thing happens. All the flowers and trees and everything, they look like nothing in the winter. And they go to that same cycle, spring and fall. Die and reborn, die and reborn. Look at the animals. They don't have the feelings that we do. But doesn't matter how much struggle they go through, they keep going. So why don't we look at the animals? Wild animals, how much they are going through in their lives. They keep doing the same thing every year, same thing every year. But they never give up. Have you ever seen animals? This sucks, I don't want to hunt every day. Every day, they are hunting every day. Look at those ants. They work non-stop. All day, all night sometimes. But they don't say, hey man, I give up. That's enough. I worked enough. I'm tired. I'm taking it. You don't see that. You don't get anything to choose. No choices. The difference between humans, to me, the rest of the species, even angels. Humans are the only one who has the choice of the right or wrong. No other species has given that opportunity. Choose the right, doing the wrong or the right thing. Like I said before, that question, why? If God knew what we were gonna do, why we are still going through? That is the thing that over there, I just told you. The difference between humans and the rest of the species. Here or there. Humans are the only ones who has that choice. People are greedy. That's all I can say. People are greedy. Money-wise and everything, Not the money, power, everything. In our things, I guess, as a human, when we get one thing, we ask for more. And more, and more, and more. We are greedy. Like I said, 15, 20 years ago, everybody was happy. No headache, nothing. If you can reach me, just leave me a message at my house number, that's it. To me back then, there was no cell phone, no headache. If you don't have cell phone right now, oh, I'm lost. I don't have my phone with me, I'm sorry. But we want more now. Now the new generation is gonna ask a couple more years later, they are gonna ask better things. Everything in this world, actions or objects or beings, humans or animals, trees, vegetables, look at all those things, how they operate. And if you take one little thing out of that equation, everything falls. So which means everything is like chained or connected to each other. So how is that possible, that being connected to each other and happening by itself? But each part of that connection, they are not free or they are not on their own. They don't have capability to doing all that thing by themselves. So they need somebody to put the system together. So if you think that there is no faith or God or religion. So what is the purpose of the life you are living? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? First, clean your heart. Do your research. The truth is not gonna come to you unless you go towards the truth. If you take the action first, the truth is gonna come to you no matter what. You will find something. You will find something. So first you gotta feed your heart, your mind. If your heart is hungry, doesn't matter if your stomach is full, you are gonna look for something else always. God loves everybody. Look at it. The lady is giving birth to 6, 7 kids and not loving one of them? No way. And who gave that life, that feeling, the mother feeling to that lady? God, which is billion times more than that mother has that feeling for their kids. The God has sympathy and mercy on his own creation. You always look for the answer. But first you gotta take the first step. Don't wait and okay, I'm sitting here, the answer is gonna come to me. If the God is here, or if the God is hearing me, while I'm sitting here, he's gonna send me the message anyway. It doesn't work that way. You gotta work. If I'm gonna be retired rest of my life in good living, I don't mind the work first 10, 20 years hard. And the rest of my life I will be retired and good living and everything. I will be rewarded. And I have that choice. Then the other choice I have is not to work that much, and I go day by day, and I will take the consequences. Yeah, we see the same top of the mountain. There are different paths, but our goal is to reach there. Everybody, the same goal is to reach in there, with different paths, different roads. But we will see when we get there. Nobody has been there yet. That is the question. That is the thing. Nobody has been there yet. So I think we will see each other when we get there. But we will get there. So we will see each other when we get that peak. Eventually we will get there. My name is Ahmet, and I do have faith, and I'm happy with it. Thank you. Thank you.